All right, boys, we're watching my Diablo Immortal Rant, major blow to the industry by Wolffather FPS. Let's jump in. Let's see what he got to say. I'm pretty intrigued because we just watched that other video and that guy is pretty. He seemed very disappointed, dude. He looked that. It looks sad, man.
Games. It's just the operating environment. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just there's just a little tangle up with the operating environment.
Oh,
no matter
he's
what
pissed
us
off.
YouTubers say or do, no matter what you guys that watch YouTube videos do,
Okay.
doesn't seem like we can really make a meaningful impact on the cash shop market. We are the hardcore gamers, the ones that play video games, and then when we're not playing video games, we're watching videos on video games.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's
It's
what I
pretty
do.
hardcore, if you ask me. And it might feel like we're part of a gigantic community, but relatively speaking, it's not that big. It just feels like it because it's all that we see every day. We're entrenched in it. There's so many players out there that play these games that don't even think about nor care in the slightest about these greedy cash shop practices.
I didn't even know. They don't have the knowledge. They don't look up the news. It's not everybody's super into gaming like that, man. They don't know. They think this is fine. This is what gaming is.
While they're playing. Some of these players are, of course, very casual players that are only playing just to kill a couple zombies, they buy some eternal orbs, and then they log off. They might not even understand what true endgame is in an online video game.
Yeah.
Then there's a huge market of players who think about things but will play
Man,
and
look how expensive everything is, man. It's ridiculous.
money regardless. And understandably so, because we are all constantly itching for new games, and I do fall into this category at times.
$99,
And then there's the
man.
extremely small market of gamers who will actually boycott these products. Even if we wanted to make an effort to reach.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's right, man. You're saying that. Oh man, this is terrible. Let's boycott it. Let's not play it, right? But most people, 90% or more, of people just don't care. They don't follow the news. They don't know all the outrage. They're not pissed off. They don't know what's happening. Just play, man. They just, oh man, Diablo, man. I played that when I was younger. I played the other one. I liked it, man. Let's jump in there. Let's do this. They're not gonna. Maybe they'll be bothered for 5 minutes, but once they get into the game and stuff, all that stuff is just gonna evaporate, dude.
more players to let them know, hey guys, this game is really bad, morally speaking. We probably shouldn't be playing it.
They're not gonna stop playing because you think it's not good for them.
There's literally no way to reach the players who don't consume YouTube or gaming news content. They're not looking for this stuff, so we're never going to be able to speak to them. So yeah, it basically sucks, and I really encourage those of you who have not watched any videos to go watch a video that goes in depth on the actual cash shop to see what Blizzard and Activision have actually done here. They have deployed all sorts of psychological tactics to...
That's what I'm saying, man. That you pay people money so it can manipulate you psychologically. Like, well, in the end, you're a human being. You can like manipulate it by things, looks, shapes, words, certain things that trigger you. Like, why are good games good games? You know what I mean? Why is that a good game? Isn't that making you feel like it's a good game? They will use these same tactics, same things to make you feel like, oh man, I need to spend some money.
manipulate gamers, and it's really, really, really wrong. And morals aside, this is bringing down the entire gaming industry. Even though this is a mobile game with a PC release, this is bringing down the entire gaming industry. The more companies that do this, the more insane money they make. Even if you think the game sucks, they're making so much effing money, it's ridiculous.
He's right. They're making so much money. But they're not gonna stop, man. And I don't know. There's still gonna be indie games. There's still gonna be AAA games. There's still gonna be other kind of games that you can play that don't have these practices. And I implore like big companies like Microsoft, Sony, and their main AAA games, they don't have any of this stuff in it. Especially Sony, dude.
More and more companies are going to go down this.
In fact, when I just recently watched, by the way, you can check it out on my channel. I watched the new release, the State of Play for PlayStation. They're giving out free DLCs, free stuff for their games, free. Like new expansions and stuff. Like you can do new achievements. All sorts of stuff is happening over there, dude.
This route because they can make hundreds, if not billions, of more dollars by doing stuff like Blizzard is doing here. There's a ton of articles out there that go over the psychological monetization tricks that companies use on players, especially Blizzard and Activision. This is kind of surface level stuff. Activision and Blizzard go much deeper than this with the way that they've implemented their tactics. But I'm going to quickly go over this article really quickly, and then we'll move on. So the first tactic is the foot in the door, hand in the wallet strategy, where companies know that once a gamer makes their first purchase, every purchase after that is going to be psychologically a little bit easier to make. So how does...
Because you broke the barrier. That's why they get. I'll probably give you something super cheap, 99 cents or something.
Diablo Immoral do this? Well, they offer all sorts of little things that you can buy that seem like they're a really good deal. So you make the purchase and then you start buying things after that. One thing that I saw was different versions of the Battle Pass.
Yeah, there you go, 99 cents.
But also, I saw somebody playing this game, and after they completed, I don't know if it was a dungeon or a story mission, they were offered the opportunity to pay 99 cents, not $1, 99 cents, another psychological tactic, to get more loot from that mission or dungeon that they just did. Just pay 99 cents and we're going to give you a little bit more loot and maybe even XP. That's just a trick trying to get somebody to go, okay, man, screw it, I'm going to spend the 99 cents this time. And then after that, they're most likely going to keep buying things.
Imagine every stage you play, give them some money. That's nuts.
It's just how our brains work for the most part. So skipping down to the third one, this is called currency distancing, and this is where you use fake.
That's why they use multiple different currencies. You don't feel like the amount that you're spending. It's not real money.
Currency that you have to purchase with IRL money to buy things in the game. So in Diablo Immoral, they don't want you spending your actual money to buy items. They want you to buy.
We'll watch that video after this, Glory.
Different types, which makes it confusing. Another psychological effect. They want you to spend your real money to buy the in-game currency, and then use that in-game currency to buy other things, because there's a psychological effect behind that doesn't make you feel as bad when you spend the in-game currency. Now, another thing with currency distancing is you can, let me just show you. Let me just show you guys right now. Let me bring it over.
Yeah, and some games will have multiple different kind of games as well happening over there, man.
I've seen so many companies do it. So, for example, if you wanted to buy this Winged Darkness skin, it costs you 1,000 Eternal Orbs. Okay, let's go buy 1,000. Oh wait, we can't buy 1,000. We have to buy either 600 or 1,500, and we have to spend $9.99 twice.
It's terrible, dude.
Or we can spend $24.99 to get 1,500. So they don't allow you to do that. And what ends up happening is you end up buying. Let's say you end up buying this one, or you buy this twice. You purchase your skin, and then you have some leftover Eternal Orbs.
Now I have some left over, man. I need to spend that, so you go buy more money.
And what do you know? Most likely the math won't line up for those leftovers to buy you something either. And then you have to buy another package on top of that. It's a never-ending cycle.
Oof.
The decoy effect and price anchoring strategy basically makes it so you never feel like you're getting a good deal unless you start buying up. And sometimes they'll even make it to where the highest one isn't necessarily the best deal, because they're trying to push you towards that third or fourth choice to really make sure that you buy something that's not on the bottom, and the top one might scare you a little bit, so you buy something in the middle. Loss aversion is the idea that people hate losing things more than they like gaining things. In my opinion, all of Diablo Immoral, if you're not spending money, you always feel like you're losing.
This is ridiculous, man. I was like, yeah, I'm going to sell you the in-game currency, and the in-game currency, guess what? You can't spend the whole thing. You're going to still have some left over. So I'm like, basically my money is just spending there. And psychologists think it's like, oh, I have money in the game, I need to spend it, so I'm going to have to spend more money to get more gems or more whatever, the other freaking thing.
Out on things. So in a way that kind of carries over. As your friends spend a little bit of money, you're falling majorly behind. If you miss like your login rewards, you're more tempted to actually spend money to make up for that loss. And the last thing that they talk about in this particular article is that of reciprocity, which is supposed to be mutually beneficial to both parties, but instead it's a tactic to mess with your mind a little bit, as Blizzard will give you a bunch of stuff like daily quests and stuff like that, make you feel like you're getting things, even though you should already have those things, make you feel like you're getting things for free, and therefore you're more likely to spend money on other things. And this kind of
they're giving me free stuff, why not give them some money?
Version of the free battle pass. There's a lot of psychological effects behind why they do that, and they're not doing it just because they're feeling.
What is my water class? The Ranger, the dude with the double. I was gonna say double pistol, the double crossbow.
This is really basic stuff that I'm talking about right now too, and it just goes so much deeper with this particular game. So I really do encourage you guys to watch.
Whenever I play an ARPG, I always go for the range guy. When I first start playing,
it's like a really in depth with the cash shop, and then I'm not even including all the gambling aspects behind this, the addictive nature of gambling. And Blizzard doesn't care about that at all in their game. They're going to let you gamble with your money and never really be guaranteed something. There's a lot of systems like that in this game that just they guarantee you something eventually, but like you have to pay money at first when it's not guaranteed, and then after that, if you pay again, then it will be guaranteed that you'll get some drop, but you don't know what drop that's going to be. It's
that's that's
all
the
a bunch of
gambling, man.
bullshit.
The addiction,
As many of
man.
you are probably already aware, Diablo Immoral is not launching in Belgium and the Netherlands
Yep.
over loot
There you go.
box
It's
laws.
starting, man.
And Blizzard says because it's due
You're a
to
barbarian?
current operating
How's a barbarian, man?
environment
You
for
like playing
games in those
barbarian?
countries. Instead of just saying we're stealing everybody's money, creating gambling addicts, taking advantage of young players, they say it's just because of current operating environment for games. It's just
Current
the
operating environment.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just there's just a little tangle up with the operating fucking environment. This is how you make an impact. You make it illegal in your
He's
country.
so pissed,
the problem
dude.
is, how do we go about doing that? I have no idea, nor do I think we even can, especially considering that these companies have so much money in the industry now. They also have power. Money equals power, especially in the USA. So if there's ever an opportunity or someone finds a way where we can actually try to push legislation for stuff like this, please let everybody know. And maybe it will start making news. Video games are becoming
Probably
more popular,
these mega
more
companies,
popular
gaming
over
companies,
the
they're gonna
years.
put legislation actually to allow them to do this
So
in
maybe
games.
this could be an actual mainstream topic one day. Now, is this just a Blizzard problem? Of course not. And Blizzard probably learned and studied. Actually, it's basically a guarantee that they learned and studied from other greedy cash shop mobile type games.
Obviously.
And then they employed the tactics that work into their
what's
own
the
game, and
good
probably
tactic?
also
So
just
that's what
have
they go
people
for.
in their company that are experts in psychology. And God, man, can you imagine?
There you go. Even him saying like it's all about psychology.
Can you imagine being a hired psychologist for Blizzard or somebody that's in that type of department, and you're literally telling a corporation,
Man, if you're expert on that field, this field especially, bro, I'll pay you a lot of money to give you to get that expertise, man. Yeah, you'll be paid. You'll be well paid. Let's just say that.
how they can fuck people over. Can you imagine that? That person that does that job, all right?
Yeah, man. But that's it. That's the kind of people. That's the greasiness, right?
People that work at Blizzard and game devs, most of you guys are probably awesome, and you guys are the best. You're making a living, you're working for a company, you probably get good benefits and stuff like that, even though we all know that Blizzard hasn't been the best company to work for over the past, 10, whatever, how many years. This is not a hit at the regular game devs. This is a hit at the frickin' jabronis that were advertising this game at BlizzCon. Fuck them.
Authentic Diablo gameplay at your fingertips.
You guys don't
This
have
is
phones?
also a hit at the higher ups that allow these tactics to be employed and the people that really made it possible for this to happen. All in all, it doesn't seem like we can really do too much.
Okay.
And like I said, a lot of us are still going to try these games. I find myself hyped for Diablo 4.
You might play as Druid?
God, it hurts to even
You love
say
the transformation
that, but I'm still
to
probably
a beast?
going to play
That's-
Diablo
I didn't know
4,
that you
which
could
is
do that,
going to
honestly.
support Blizzard. Fuck. We're just in a really fucked up hole right now.
Man, this guy is
Don't know what
pissed,
to do.
dude.
But the one thing that you can do, not going to tell people, don't ever play these games. Don't do whatever the hell you want. But the one thing that I do want you to do is to cherish the companies that are even remotely good.
Remotely go, wow.
remotely
The bar is
good.
so low, that
Kiss
low.
their feet, buy their definitive editions, praise them on social media, make them feel good. In the end, money seems to always win, but the few companies that are left, let's show our love to them. And the companies that come in the future that don't go down these really, really messed up paths,
Okay.
show all your support that you can for them, man. And this goes for other genres too, even single-player RPGs. We're seeing these greedy practices
Damn,
work
dude.
their way into all
He's
genres
like,
in
okay,
gaming now.
almost giving
And,
up here
you know,
on
let me go to
on
my
the
other
state,
screen,
man.
just
It's
so you
like
guys can see
terrible.
Blizz sweatshop in the background. I like you guys to stare at that. And the analogy behind me using this name, I would say temporarily because I'm probably going to get banned, is that it's so obviously wrong what they're doing that it almost feels like that I'm just walking across the street, walking into a sweatshop, seeing 110-year-olds work exhausted 20 hours a day, getting paid 5 cents with broken fingers, buying a product and then walking out after seeing all of that.
Oh,
That's
man.
what it feels like Blizzard is becoming.
That's
even though
one
this doesn't
crazy
have
analogy
anything to
right there,
do with,
dudes.
child labor, working conditions. Although we all know that Blizzard hasn't been getting the best press in terms of working conditions over the past couple of years.
Yeah. You guys know all about the milk.
main
You know,
problem here
you
is
guys
that
know all
Blizzard
about
is being
that.
highly
The terrible,
manipulative with the way
the
that
terrible
they do
stuff
the
happening
cash
out
shop
there.
and the things that you have to buy to be able to keep up with people or be able to compete at the
The
highest
breast
level or
milk.
even participate in some of the content at the highest level. They're manipulating you. They're using psychological tactics
There
that
you go.
are proven to get a lot of people to spend money when it's not in their best interest
Yep.
to spend that money.
Yep, there you
It's
go.
really fucked up, man. It's really fucked up.
And
I have
spending
zero
money on some
respect
digital
for,
stuff that doesn't
for
even matter
Blizzard
at all.
and Activision as a company right now. Alongside that, and I mentioned this earlier, is that this brings the entire gaming industry down as a whole. The more companies that do this stuff, especially when there's a gigantic company, a behemoth of the industry like Blizzard, they set an example for other companies and show other companies how much money they can really make by putting out shit products.
They are not leading. The thing is that what he's saying is not right, but it's not right because they're not the biggest companies in gaming. Like Blizzard and stuff, the most money is being made in gaming is in the mobile market. These mobile companies make dollar over dollar, fist over fist. Like what we know about is all about the games that are on PC and consoles and stuff like that. But the actual, where the real money is in the phone industry. Why do you think why would they go and make a game on for mobile, man? Diablo for mobile? Because it's a lot of money. It makes a lot of money. They want that money, man. They need the cash money. They want that dough.
Of millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Why would you want to create a game that takes you 5 or 6 years of really hard blood, sweat, and tears development and only make, $50 million when you could create a lower quality game, manipulate people, use a little bit of psychological tactics, and then make $1 billion?
Exactly. Why wouldn't they do that? That's a lot of money. Wouldn't you do that if you have that money? People, man, they want money. That's the great. If you don't want to participate, just don't play these games, man. That's what I'm saying.
Of course, most people, even you guys watching, would probably go down the money route because money is important for us as humans, for most people, and understandably so. It's just, this is getting just way out of hand, man.
Way too greedy.
I've been so angry the past 2 days ever since I saw the cash shop. It really is depressing and very, very sad. Man, very sad week for the gaming industry. I don't know.
It affects people that do a lot of content when it comes to these kind of games, right? It's like it sucks. It just shrivels their soul up, man. It's terrible, man. But yeah, guys, awesome video. You can really feel his pain, guys. Go check him out. Give him a like. Subscribe if you like his what you see. And yeah, man. If you guys watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, my dudes.